Good morning, everyone. I think this is vlog number 9, I believe, but it could be 10. So, Rome, excuse me, Rome was amazing, and now I'm in Pisa, and tomorrow I'll be in Florence. And this morning I have made my own breakfast tomatoes with basil, a little bit of leftover spinach that I had on my trip. Yes, it's a great day. And obviously, I'm in Pisa. You see the Leaning Tower right there in my room. Well, in my living room. Mmm, amazing. But also the food here is amazing. I got the eggs down the street of a really tiny grocery store, literally. Last night I had a peach from there. Oh my goodness, there's so much that has happened, and there's so much beauty. And check out my kitchen. Forgive my luggage in the middle of the floor. I'm doing some laundry. But anyway, anywho's, it's awesome. Oh, I love Airbnb. This is my first time doing an Airbnb. Yeah, you gotta see this food. It's amazing. Ooh yeah. Yeah, I have to cleanse after after so much. I got a little bit of a sore throat from all the sugar and the alcohol I had in Rome. So I'm detoxing for the next 3 days so that when I go to Florence and when I meet with people and things like that, speaking of people, I met wonderful people. I met so many guys and girls and families. On the train here, I met a family that was traveling. One of the guys, his name's Colin, and he really, we just hit it off, and we were just talking and talking, and we were having such a good time. Him and his family then invited me. They're like, hey, we're going to be in Venice at this time. We're going to be here at this time. You should come and join us. I don't know these people, and they were so sweet and so kind to invite me to join them, and Colin wants to visit me in Florence because he hasn't gone, so he might run off with the rest of them and meet me. Before that, I met someone from Chicago at the Excelsior Hotel in Rome. After that, before that, when the first night I came to Rome, there was a doorman named Mirko. We hadn't met yet, but he remembered me and I remembered him. So one of the nights, one of the guys wanted to come up to my room. Well, I didn't really want them to. I kind of was just like, Rome, it's a city, it's not just like New York. I'm only here for a short time. Let's not get involved physically with people into my room because my room is a private, sacred place. You can hear my sore throat. My sore throat. Oh yeah, I went to the spa while I was in Rome too. So anyway, back to the story. Francesco, he was the guy who's at the desk, checking people in and stuff. And Mirko was cleaning and stuff. Well, that one night when I met the guy from Chicago who wanted to come up, which is fine, which I wasn't too jazzed about. He was really, really nice. I really liked him. Very kind guy. Gentlemanly, he walked me to my home. But then as he got tired and everything, he wanted to do more. And I was like, you know what? We had such a good night. We could have just left it at that. But you had to be a guy, and you had to try. Don't blame you. I'm pretty hot. I'm pretty amazing. So the guy and Francesco were just batting back and forth. He's like, well, can I? Because first he just needed to go to the bathroom. And I was like, well, yeah, just come up to my place and go back down. Not a big deal. Like, we hadn't kissed or anything. We hadn't, flirted really hardcore. We flirted a little bit. But, Francesco's like, he's like, well, I'm her friend, It's like, I'm her whatever. Like, he was joking. And then Francesco's, well, I'm her uncle. And so I laughed at that. And then the next night I talked to Francesco about it. And he was like, I'm so sorry, signora. I'm so sorry. In Italy, I learned something. In Italy, if you have a one-person room, you can't take anyone up because then they charge me for an extra person in their room. Same with if you had two people and you were just singular and you had like a two-person room, well, that means that you had to pay for the extra body if you weren't, paying for a two-person room or a multiple-person room, which is actually pretty safe, especially for me, because then that means like, if the Metro D's paying attention and people don't just go past him, I'm safe. Nobody's going to be able to just come up to my room or be able to call on me if they knew my room number or something. It's great. I love it. I think it's a good idea. And they charge per person, so that's even better. So anyway, that night he was just like, me and Francesco were just talking. We talked about acting, and it was great. And he was telling me, what he feels about American cinema and how it differs. And we were just having this huge, great discussion. And I was making fun of I was like, oh, I'm sorry, because it was really, really late. I never go to sleep before like 1 a.m. or midnight. I never do. I need to. Tonight I'm going to. So anyways, after that, wow. After that, him and Mirko were chit-chatting in Italian, and then Francesco was like, would you like to go to the rooftop? I'm like, well, isn't it closed? And he's like, no. Mirko's going up to clean, so you can go and have like your own little private moment up there. I was like, oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. So I go up there, and it's beautiful, and it's quiet, and the lights are all off. Like, I didn't take very many photos of it, but it's beautiful. Like, there's potted plants, and there's little, like, bushes that are turned into, like, trellises where you can walk through. And it's just so amazing and so beautiful. And I better hurry up because my food's getting cold. And, Mirko was so nice. And I was asking him, I was like, okay, well, we're asking normal stuff like, what's your favorite part of the city? Where are you from? And then I asked him, well, okay, what would you do if you weren't doing this? And he's like, well, I am actually saving up money. And obviously this isn't in broken English Italian. I'm saving up money to buy a boat so I can travel the world. So I can go to like Canada and then go to South Africa and see Madagascar and Malaysia and just sail around the world. And I just thought, that is so cool. I meet the most amazing people. And he was cute, not gonna lie. Then the next day, I went to the Vatican, and then I came back, and I stayed up that night because I wanted to go back up to the rooftop because it was my last night. Yesterday was my last night. Yeah, not last night. The night before last was my last day in Rome. So I go up there, and I've had a little bit to drink, but I was coming down from it, and I was hydrating, and so it was nice to go up there and just relax. Well, I actually fell asleep, and he comes up to me, and he's so quiet when he was cleaning, like dead silent. Like I didn't realize I had fell asleep for the first time, and then and it was so the nights here are so warm, but there was such a beautiful breeze throughout Rome the whole time I stayed. It was perfect. Well, this is a really, really long vlog, but anyway, we gave him my number and everything, and we connected. And what else did I do in Rome? I mean, I went to the Trevi Fountain, I went to the Colosseum, I went everywhere. I went so many places. I went to the Vatican, I went and I prayed for his boat, and I prayed for everyone back home, and for my trip to be safe, and for everyone to be happy and awesome. And the Vatican is beautiful. The whole city is beautiful. I'm actually going to try to go back Saturday evening because I didn't get to go to the Rome Arthur Murray to go do some ballroom dancing. And I have a lot of plans in Florence. I have a lot of like little tour thingies that I wish I hadn't, but it's okay because that way I get my time in Florence and I don't constantly just training everywhere. So anyways, I have to finish my food and go see the Leaning Tower of Pisa and the rest of Pisa, and then tomorrow Livorno, and I'll do a vlog there. And so, mwah, ciao, buonasera for everyone in America, and buongiorno to everyone else. Ciao.